We're about to use the bench grinder. We're in the bench grinder area, and we're about to talk about safety and mostly all the things that you should know when using the bench grinder. Here's a couple of PPE to use when using the bench grinder: safety glasses, face shield, and gloves if you want, but it's not required. And here's the bench grinder being used.
It's always important to stand to the side of the wheel whenever the grinder is starting up. Make sure you have the right safety shield fitted for the grinder. If it has been damaged, replace it. Do not grind on the side of the wheel because it may cause the wheel to shatter. Always make sure the resting position is at least 1/16 of an inch gap between the wheel and the metal.
Protect yourself from flying metal sparks. Wear safety glasses, steel toe shoes, or at least no open toe shoes, earplugs or muffs, and a face mask to protect yourself from grinding dust. Work the piece of metal. Move so you are directly in front of the grinder, holding the metal tightly in both hands. Place it on the tool rest and slowly push it towards the grinder until it touches the edge only. Do not allow the metal to touch the sides of the grinder at any time. This is if you want to cool it down. Dip the piece in the water pot to cool the metal. To cool the metal off after or during grinding, dip it into a bucket or pot of water. Keep your face away from the pot to avoid the steam created by the hot metal hitting the cooler water. Grinding, cutting, sharpening, and shaping. Grind a piece of metal. Move the metal back and forth across the grinder until the chunk of metal is gone. Holding the metal against the grinder is one of the four too long will warm it up and could damage the piece. Cut through the metal piece. Hold the metal on the tool rest and turn it gently until the grinder comes in contact with the spot you want to cut. You're liable to produce large loose chips of red hot metal, so pay close attention and take your time. Don't try to remove everything in one pass. Once the metal is off, grind a small bevel around the butt end of the tool. Now I'm about to show you before being used and then after. Let's see. And we're almost done touching this up. It should end up looking like this. Way cleaner, smoother than ever. Thank you.